drank 16 doubles for the price of one. Tried to find the courage to talk to the one.
Good morning. Had a super time last night in Old Quebec. We weren't up all that late, but great little spot. How you doing, Christoph?
Morning.
Doing pretty good this morning? Road here is solid ice this morning. Woo! So we're hoping the highway is a little better. Have I got the keys review? Because I couldn't get in.
Oh really? I think well, somebody has to have it. I think it's me, man.
Better be you.
Yeah, it's me.
Good. All right. So we're off. We're off to straight to Montreal to somewhere north of Cornwall to pick up the Land Rover, and we'll check in on the way. See ya. Okay. Well, we didn't shoot any video loading up the truck. Was not a bad load up, really. The poor fellow Dale had to take it out of the mud fest it was in was pretty horrible. But we were in a hurry and it was getting dark. So anyway, here we go. There she is. I can't see much of it from here, but it's actually a fairly nice little truck. This one's a bit bent, and certainly there's no frame left at all. It was a plow truck at one time, so it's got plow gear on it and sort of a subframe that added in to try and give it some strength, but it's pretty mangled. But anyway, it's got some nice bits on it, and the hardtop on this one is in okay shape. The hardtop on the other one is smashed right down, but the sheet metal is much straighter on the other truck, and it's a lot less rusty. The doors are better, etc. This one is, well, it's a good truck, but long way to come for a cheap truck. Probably $1,000 to do this trip. Anyway, we're going to go back to Montreal. We're about 2.5 hours from getting back to Montreal, and we don't have a place to stay yet, but we're probably going to just pick a motel somewhere. Dad, if you ever see this video, I apologize for not calling you and staying with you, but I didn't know what we were doing, and we'll whatever. Bye. Morning. As is always the case, you can't go anywhere on a road trip with a Land Rover without stopping by a Canadian Tire. Fortunately, Canadian Tire has popped a new one up right in the neighborhood where I used to live, so that's very handy. Well, Christoph's strapping down the door tops, which are pretty much going to fall off any second now. And I've just spent 10 minutes lying in the pouring rain trying to adjust the brakes on the trailer, which are not ideal, but I think they'll set in a little bit as we move on. And we'll hit the road. We're heading off to Tony's in New Brunswick, classic Land Rover road trip, and to pick up some parts. Didn't shoot much video yesterday. We were in such a panic. We were behind schedule, and by the time we got to pick up the truck, it was getting dark, and we had to move really quick to load it up. So not much about yesterday, but we'll see if there's anything interesting going on today. I kind of doubt it. Well, I guess it's turned into a real Riverport Rover adventure. Brakes were working really great on the trailer, and it's a shame because I just cleaned them all up, but I hadn't really tested them much. And, well, I wasn't getting much braking action. And so I pulled over here, jacked it all up, tried to adjust the brakes a bit, and basically everything fell apart inside the drum, and it just turned into a big grinding mess. Anyway, I'm glad I brought some parts, and I freed up the spring and the magnet, so with any luck, don't worry about it, we don't need to see the details, the gory details. Anyway, so I'm going to check out all 4 wheels. It hasn't rained yet. It's noon and we're still in Montreal. We are now 5 or 6 hours behind schedule, but again, Riverport Rovers. Let you know how it goes. See ya. Okay, so listen. I figured while we're doing this, we might as well show you how the brakes work on a trailer. I don't know how many of you know actually how electric brakes work on a trailer. Seeing as we're fixing them, we got them open. They're supposed to be semi-instructional videos here at Riverport Rovers. Okay, so the way they basically work. Brakes on a trailer are to slow you down, obviously, and they're controlled by a controller in the car or the truck, the tow vehicle, and it sends electricity down wires to an electromagnet here in the brake. This is an electromagnet controlled by these wires, and it sits right here. Well, when the electromagnet is energized, it sucks in against the inside of the brake drum, which I can show you over here. This is the brake drum on the inside of the wheel. So you can see where it's all scratched up here. This is where the magnet dragged against the inside of the brake drum, and the rotation of the brake drum drags the magnet around. Come back over here. The magnet is now being dragged around inside the wheel. It pushes this lever. Put this back in place. Okay, if it pushes this lever around, you see when you push on the lever, it pushes the brake drum out, which is what applies the brakes, just like hydraulic brakes would on a normal car. But what was happening was, this pin here, where this lever rotates, was seized solid. It was rusted absolutely solid, so no matter how much power we put on the brakes, the magnet was dragging on the inside of the drum, but would not move, therefore it would not apply the brakes. So we've taken all 4 brakes apart, used a whole lot of heat and WD-40, and freed these up, and then finish off with a little fluid film as a lubricant, and we should be ready to go. Put the magnets back on, and we're all set. So now we have amazing brakes, and that's what matters. Talk to you later. See ya. Okay. We're in good shape now. Every time I do this, I have to think about you, John. Gotta keep that face out of the way of the bloody jack. Okay, so here's the payoff. Everything's put back together. And what I like to see is brakes. Hang on a sec. Christoph, hit the brakes. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, we're in good shape now. I don't know what we're doing. It's not raining yet, which is nice. And gotta get cleaned up a little bit. See ya. How you doing, folks? Well, we're back on the road. We're on our way to Quebec City. We'll probably be about 2/3 away from Montreal to Quebec. I've been trying to do some work on the laptop here. Get some work done on the road while Christoph drives. And I just want to sort of explain. I realized I was looking at the few clips we took over the last couple of days, and it's kind of disjointed. It's hard to tell what are these people doing anyway. And also mentioned that I put up the first video about this road trip, and then I realized it really wasn't a very good video, so I took it off again. Mainly because I put it in with the 4.3 conversion, and it really has nothing to do with that. But I will put the clips back up as a I don't know, road trip. Christoph and Peter go to hell or wherever it is we've been. Anyway, but it's been a good trip, really. It has been. This is a long pause. I'm going to edit out. I'm not going to mention this part here. But anyway, I wanted to show you something. Yesterday was my birthday, and Christoph and his wife Anya were very kind to send along on the road trip, because they knew that Christoph would be here on my birthday, a present for me. And it's something that they also have, and I've admired it for years. And it's a salt and pepper grinder. Okay, I mean, it doesn't sound like a big thing. I mean, how nice can a salt and pepper grinder be? Well, Christoph and Anya are from Germany, and this is the salt and pepper grinder in question. It's a pair of these stainless steel, it works like a plunger. Basically, it's got a carbide grinder in the middle that pops through a hole and grinds either your rock salt or your peppercorns. And it's just lovely. I just like a machine that's built like that. It came in this nice case. It came with this beautiful stand here as well, if I can just put the two in the stand. I mean, that's classy. That's just nice. Thanks, Christoph.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Anya. It's really nice. Thanks. Man, this is great. Just pulled into Fredericton, almost on time, 1 o'clock. Junior McKelvey, John McKelvey, has come to meet us here, which is really, really great. Don't know who this guy is. Anyway, so we're in the pub. I just went back to get the camera, let you guys know. John's truck. Isn't it great that he still drives a Land Rover? Actually, I have it on first-hand news that he just bought a Jeep. Oh well, life's rough. Anyway, so we're at the, what's it called here? I forget. Anyway, it's the pub we're at to. Something Fox. Okay, we're here in the Fuzzy Navel. Where are we?
Yes.
What's the place called?
Snooty Fox.
We're at the Snooty Fox with John McKelvey. How you doing, John?
How are you?
And it's the only place you can eat in Fredericton at 1:30 in the morning, because we just pulled in. But we're very grateful, having a good feed, having a good chat, and we're going to stay here as long as we can, right? Enjoying it?
Drink fast.
I think we can squeeze out a half an hour at least.
We're going to squeeze out an extra half hour?
I think we can with the meal.
Okay, we're good. Well, anyway, cheers, guys.
Well, cheers.
Here I am with my half-empty beer. That's terrible.